Greetings from New York City. I'm Phil and we're running the bridges. This is a video series where we visit all the bridges in New York City that you can run across. The big, the small, the old, the new, the world famous icons, and the ones you've never even heard of. And today we are in Queens and we are visiting the Northern Boulevard Bridge. And this goes between Willets Point in Queens over the Flushing River into Flushing. It goes to like within a few blocks of the heart of downtown Flushing, Queens. And the street that we are on is basically like an off-ramp from the Van Wyck Expressway. I think it loops around, but we are not far from the World's Fair, Flushing Meadows Corona Park as well. And so on that side of the bridge is Flushing, Queens. And if you keep going this way towards the east, towards the west, you're on a sidewalk for a little while, and then you're on a waterfront promenade called the World's Fair Marina, which is part of the Flushing Meadows Corona Park. And it was developed, that particular area was developed for the 1964-65 World's Fair. And I am going to, before we go across the bridge, I'm going to take you just down there just for a little visit, because that's what makes this special for runners. It's a good link between Flushing Meadows Corona Park and Main Street, Flushing. All right, so we're going to pause here, and I'm just going to show you real quick part of this waterfront promenade. All right, so here we are at the World's Fair Marina Promenade, and it's a very nice place. You can kind of get a look at it, see what it looks like. Right now they're doing some construction work, some repair work, so they have some fencing up, but you can still get through. It's a very nice area. You do have a marina area there, a few boats in there currently. If you go, and this is part of Flushing Meadows Corona Park, actually, and you can see these structures here. There's one there, and there's one on this side of me. Those were part of the 1964-65 World's Fair. They were enclosed buildings at one time. They had some sort of displays in there. But if you go, just so you can orient yourself, if you go off that way towards the west and then towards the north, you'll get to the entrance on 27th Street. I think it's 27th Street or 27th Avenue, I forget. Where you can get back on the street. There's a Dunkin' Donuts down that way too, by the way. But also right near the entrance is LaGuardia Airport, and you can see that big gray building. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see that big gray building there. That's one of the terminals of LaGuardia Airport. And that's off to the west and to the north. And if you go to the south, you can see, can you see it? Well, Citi Field is right there off to the south. That's where the Mets play. And so you can go through there. You can go, you have to go through the parking lot. You can go past the stadium, and then you'll hit Roosevelt Avenue, where the subway is, a 7 train. And after you go past the 7 train, then you can enter the main part of Flushing Meadows Park. But this is still part of Flushing Meadows Park. And if you go then off that way to the east, about another quarter or half a mile or so, we'll get to the bridge where we just were, the Northern Avenue Bridge. And so that's just a little bit of a look of this wonderful place where you can run in New York City along the water. All right, so back to the bridge then. Okay, so we are back. We're back at the Northern Boulevard Bridge, and so here's the entrance. Go along the sidewalk, and there's a crosswalk here. There you can push the button to stop traffic, or you can just, if traffic is heavy, you can do that. It's pretty light today. It's Sunday, so I'm just going to go across, and we'll just take a little jog across the bridge. You can see what it's like. A little info about the bridge. It was not the first bridge on the site. There were multiple bridges going back to the 1800s. And more specifically, there was a bascule drawbridge that was built in 1906. And then there was a place for another bascule drawbridge in 1939. And I just want to show you this. Like, don't get freaked out. That's all the railing we have on this side, but it's just temporarily. We get to a real railing later on. Anyway, so it was replaced by a drawbridge in 1939, and the current bridge is a steel and concrete bridge, fixed bridge. And the sources that I have date this as opening in October of 1980. And I have not 100% confirmed that, but that's the information that I have. And so we still have this kind of sketchy fencing. But we're going over the Flushing River, and you can see this is kind of an industrial area, and right here, right along the river, we have some gravel plants. It's kind of interesting to see. Sometimes you see them loading up the barges with just tons and tons of gravel, literally tons of gravel. And like I said, this is Northern Boulevard. If you go, the Whitestone Expressway is off that way, but that is automobiles only, so we are not going to be visiting that bridge. If you go off to our south, the next bridge down there, you see it's kind of a double-decker bridge. That's Roosevelt Avenue Bridge. We'll get to that in another video. That carries Roosevelt Avenue, has some sidewalks, and it has a 7 train. That's a 7 train going along Roosevelt Avenue on that other bridge. You can see, just take a look up the river. It's kind of nice. It's always nice just to get up high and look out at some water. And there's our gravel plant. And like I said, we're going to be going within a few blocks of the heart of downtown Flushing. And College Point is just off to our north. You can see the skyline a little bit, you know. It's pretty well developed. Right? Yeah, so. And they have, of course, it's well known for its large Chinese population. You also have Korean, Vietnamese, but people from all over. They say Flushing is the most diverse neighborhood, most diverse zip code, whatever zip code there is, in the world as far as the most languages that are spoken. So it's worth exploring. And we are going to come down here and we are going to be coming out at Prince Street on Northern Boulevard, and Main Street Flushing. That's just a block off to the east. So that's a nice way to connect. Either if you're going to Flushing Meadows Park, or if you're going to just some other residential areas along the waterfront. If you're very close to LaGuardia Airport, as you saw. So you can go to some of those streets there and see that some planes take off and land. If you go down Ditmars Boulevard, you can, sometimes they come landing like really close down to you. And so this is the only entrance, the only way onto the bridge in the Flushing side. So here we are in Flushing, and that was a little visit over the Northern Boulevard Bridge. And I hope you enjoyed that. I hope to see you out here running sometime. Thank you for watching, and we'll see where the wind takes us for the next one. Okay, take care.